with me, your man, Louie T. Welcome to this Louie T Network exclusive. I've got a hot take for you, and it's not the hot take that you think. Yes, Kyler Murray is going to be an Arizona Cardinal. The Arizona Cardinals are going to trade Josh Rosen. They are going to select Kyler Murray, #1 overall. That is going to happen. That's not my hot take, though. I'll give you my hot take a little bit later on in this breakdown. But quickly, I just want to say that Steve Keim, the GM of the Arizona Cardinals, and what he said at the podium during his combine interview and press conference was brilliant. It was genius. What he has done, essentially, is he has garnered so much attention surrounding that #1 overall pick. Look, there's a lot of dots that you could have connected before he made the statement that Josh Rosen is our quarterback, ... for now. Before he made that statement, before the two words heard round the world were uttered, for now, you could connect the dots that when they hired Cliff Kingsbury, a lot of people gave the Arizona Cardinals flack for hiring Cliff Kingsbury. I talked about it on my podcast ad nauseum on at least 3 different episodes. I talked about this situation on my podcast and gave you my hot take there as well. I think that the Cardinals planned this all along. Cliff Kingsbury knew he wanted Kyler Murray. He said it back in October when the two teams met, when he was still at Texas Tech and they were playing against Oklahoma. If I had the #1 pick, I would draft Kyler Murray. Well, he has the #1 pick now. Who could have saw this coming? I don't think that they saw that coming, but when the Arizona Cardinals hired Cliff Kingsbury, they knew exactly what they were getting in a head coach, and they knew exactly what they needed to go and get to have this head coach have the most success that he could possibly have and give him the best chance to succeed at the next level. Give him the quarterback that can run his system the best. That quarterback happens to be Kyler Murray, and that guy happens to be in the draft, and he is available for you with the #1 overall pick. Josh Rosen is as good as gone. That's not a hot take because everyone seems to feel that way. And so I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know. I had a separate hot take on my podcast. You've got to go check that out if you want to hear what I had to say there. But here's my other hot take. Here's what I think. And before I get to it, Steve Keim is a genius because now there's a bunch of attention surrounding that #1 overall pick. If they want to trade out, there's going to be a bunch of interest surrounding that pick. If they want to make the selection and not trade out of that pick, they can do that as well. They can trade Josh Rosen, select Murray, and they still can get another big-time talent because I'm telling you, there are a number of teams that will trade their first-round pick. Because if you're not in the top 10, you're not getting Drew Lock, you're not getting Dwayne Haskins, and you're not getting Kyler Murray. So if you love Daniel Jones, then you can stand pat if you're the Dolphins or if you're the Redskins. But if you don't, and you want one of those other 3, you're going to have to trade up. Or you have another option now. You can trade with the Arizona Cardinals and get yourself what amounts to a first-round pick in a guy that has played 1 year in this league and really has a high ceiling. And I think if you throw out what happened last year, what happened in Arizona was god-awful. They were trash. The offensive play calling was god-awful. No one was going to succeed in that situation, okay? You had a first-year play caller in Byron Leftwich who took over because you fired Mike McCoy. It was a train wreck. Your first-year head coach was in over his head. There was a lot wrong with the situation in Arizona last year. There weren't many quarterbacks that would have been able to survive that season and the stuff that was going on in that organization last year. So I would throw that out the window. If you're looking at Josh Rosen, don't look at what happened last year in Arizona. That was a mess, and no one was going to succeed in that situation. Now you get Rosen, clean slate, in a situation where he's going to feel like I'm the guy. And he probably felt that way last year, but they didn't give him the necessary opportunities to do what he needed to do. You get a fresh, clean slate with this guy. It's not like he's got a bunch of bad habits that you have to undo. He's only been in the league 1 year. You can still salvage him and turn him into the quarterback that had all the confidence that talked about all of the teams passing on him were going to pay and they were going to regret it, yada, yada, yada. You can still have him be that guy. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that the Arizona Cardinals select not once but twice in the top 15 picks if they move Josh Rosen to, say, Miami or the Washington Redskins, and you could end up with a situation where they get 2 of the best players in this draft and get the guy that they want at quarterback, all the while doing so. So this could work out perfectly for the Arizona Cardinals, and that's why I think Steve Keim, the GM of the Cardinals, making that statement was pure genius. Now, on the other front, here's my hot take. the Arizona Cardinals. And I feel like I'm Mortimer and I'm on Coming to America. Remember, Mortimer, wake up. I'm still not talking to you. We're back. I feel like the Arizona Cardinals are back. All right. This move, because they're getting Kyler Murray. It's a done deal. It's a foregone conclusion. This move, and I told you I love the hiring of Cliff Kingsbury. When nobody else did, I told you that I did on my podcast. If you haven't checked out the podcast, what are you waiting for? Louie T Network podcast, available on Stitcher, Google Music Play, iTunes, and, of course, the website, louietnetwork.net. Tune in as well. Check out the Louie T Network podcast. But I told you on the podcast this was a beautiful hire, and it's even more so beautiful now that they're going to get Kyler Murray. They're going to take Kyler Murray and they're going to turn him into the next Patrick Mahomes. Yes, I just said that. He's going to rip the NFC West to shreds. The Arizona Cardinals are officially back like cook crack. Look out, Los Angeles Rams. Look out, Seattle Seahawks. Make space. The Arizona Cardinals are back in the building. That's right. Randolph and Mortimer are back. The Arizona Cardinals, because of the move that they're going to make to trade Rosen and acquire Kyler Murray, is going to change the franchise as we know it in Arizona and turn them into a perennial powerhouse. Kyler Murray can be that good, and he hasn't even scratched the surface yet. The guy has only started 1 year. There is so much room for growth with this guy. He's so dynamic. He's so explosive. He can be so accurate. He throws a beautiful deep ball. He has arm strength, and he can slide. He knows how to protect himself. And, yes, he weighs 207 pounds now. He's not a little shrimp anymore. This guy is going to change the game for the Arizona Cardinals, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were competing in 2019. I don't expect them to knock off the Rams and the Seahawks in the first year, but year two, look out for the Arizona Cardinals. They're coming to wreck shit, and they're going to get Kyler Murray, and they're going to do exactly that. That's my hot take. The Arizona Cardinals are back. No longer are they the laughingstock of the league like they were last year. The Arizona Cardinals are back like cook crack by acquiring Kyler Murray with the #1 overall pick, and most likely they're going to acquire another potential top 15 pick because they're going to trade Rosen and they're going to acquire another first-round pick. Watch what I tell you. The Arizona Cardinals are back. What do you think? Are they going to trade Josh Rosen? Are they going to draft Kyler Murray #1 overall? What do you think? And does this make them a true powerhouse potentially in the NFC conference? Do you believe in Cliff Kingsbury enough that he can take the Cardinals with the talent that they have, add Murray to the mix, and make them a viable option in the NFC West? I need to hear from you down in the comment section below. I'm your man Louie T, signing off. Remember, if it's not your man T, it's not the best NFL coverage. It could be. You want the rest of my Kyler Murray, Arizona Cardinals, Josh Rosen take? Check out the Louie T Network podcast. I'll see you later. Have a good one. Take care.